Drove past it again today. The place, the street, the turn I used to take without even thinking. And my hands almost followed the old route before my brain caught up. It's strange how the body remembers things the mind has already decided to leave behind. Like muscle memory for pain. Like my bones haven't gotten the memo yet that we don't go there anymore. God, I don't know if this counts as a proper prayer. I'm sitting in a parking lot with the engine running and my chest doing that tight thing it does when too many feelings try to fit through the same door at once. I just need to talk to you. Not from a quiet room. Not with my eyes closed and my hands folded the right way. Right here, between errands, between obligations, in the messy, ungraceful middle of a Tuesday that doesn't feel spiritual at all. But I think you hear parking lot prayers the same as altar ones. At least I'm banking on it. Lead me away from what hurts me. That's what I keep whispering under my breath lately. But here's the part I haven't said out loud yet. Some of what hurts me doesn't feel like hurt when I'm inside of it. It feels like home. It feels like the only version of closeness I ever learned how to recognize. And asking you to lead me away from it means asking you to walk me straight into something I don't have a map for. Something that feels emptier on the surface. Something my heart doesn't trust yet, even if my spirit knows it's right. That's the part nobody prepares you for. They tell you to let go of toxic things. Walk away from what drains you. Cut off what doesn't serve your peace. And that sounds clean and brave when someone else says it. But when you're actually doing it, when you're sitting in the silence where that person's voice used to be, when your evening has a gap in it, the exact shape of an old routine, when you reach for your phone to text someone you've already decided you're done reaching for, the freedom everybody promised just feels like a different species of lonely. I'm not going back. I need you to hear that clearly, but I also need you to know that not going back is costing me something real today, right now, and I don't have the energy to dress that up or pretend it's not true. There are things I haven't left yet too. That's the harder confession. Patterns I'm still standing inside of because stepping out of them would mean looking directly at what they've done to me over time. And I'm not sure I'm ready for that inventory. The way I let certain people speak to me, the standards I lower the minute someone offers me the smallest scrap of warmth. The version of myself I performed to keep peace in rooms that were never going to be peaceful no matter what I did. These are the quiet hurts. The ones that don't leave marks anyone else can see. Just this low, persistent hum of wrongness that I've gotten so used to I almost can't hear it anymore. Almost. But today I heard it. Something shifted. Not dramatically, not like a revelation with light breaking through clouds. More like a flinch. I was in the middle of saying yes to something I didn't want, reshaping myself to fit someone else's comfort one more time, and my stomach turned. And for just one clear second I thought, this is it. This is the exact thing I keep asking God to lead me from. And here I am holding the door wide open, smiling while it walks back in. So I'm asking you for something harder than I've ever asked. Don't just lead me away from the obvious damage, the clearly wrong, the things that anyone looking in could name as destructive. Lead me away from the subtle ones. The situations that look perfectly fine from the outside, but leave me a little smaller every time I walk out. The relationships where I'm always the one bending, always the one absorbing the tension, always the one pretending the cost is manageable when it stopped being manageable a long time ago. The environments where I shrink so gradually that I don't even notice until I try to stand up straight one day and realize I've forgotten how my full height feels. Psalm 16:11 says, "You show me the path of life." I'm gripping that with both hands. Not because the path feels clear right now, but because it means there is one, even when I can't see past this afternoon. Even when the only thing I know for sure is what I'm walking away from and not yet what I'm walking toward. Maybe the walking itself is the point right now. Maybe I don't need the destination to take the next step. But God, and this is the part that keeps me up. What if the space between leaving what hurts and finding what heals is longer than I think I can survive? I've never been good with gaps. I fill them with noise, with people who aren't good for me, with anything warm enough to keep me from sitting with myself in an empty room. Because empty rooms ask questions I don't have answers to yet. Hard ones like, who am I when I'm not performing for someone? What do I actually want when nobody else's preference is crowding the room? What does my life sound like when I stop narrating it for an audience that was never really listening? I don't know yet, and I think that has to be an acceptable answer for right now. So here's what I need. Not a destination, not a timeline, not a promise that this ache clears up by the weekend. Just keep me walking the right direction, even when right is indistinguishable from painful, even when every step forward registers in my chest as loss. Let me hold two things at once. The grief of what I'm releasing and the quiet trust that I'm being led somewhere my lungs can actually fill all the way. Remind me that leaving something doesn't erase what it was. It just means I finally valued myself enough to say it wasn't enough. I'm turning the engine off now. Going to sit here one more minute. Not because I have more words, but because I think maybe you have something I need to hear. And I've spent my whole life being terrible at the listening part. I'm learning though, slowly, unevenly, but I'm learning. If something in this reached you, if you're mid-step right now, one foot still in the thing that's hurting you, and the other hovering over unfamiliar ground, tell me what you're walking away from, or what you're gathering the nerve to. You don't have to explain it all, just name it. Sometimes the naming is the first real step, and everything after that gets just a fraction easier.